That brings back memories. It's been a long time since I've been able to run like that. A lot of good guys getting honored today, and I feel privileged to be involved, and I felt privileged to be with that team. Um, as you can see, I'm not really comfortable talking about myself or being up here like that. It's kind of my mom's fault, to be honest. When we were kids, she would always force one of us to go to the supermarket with us. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go. We go there and we running through every aisle and everything. And the worst part of it, every time we went up to the counter to pay, she starts a conversation with that cashier. Oh my God, here, look at my kid. She pulls out a book that's trailing on the floor. My kids do this, they do that. Here, that's my son Derrick. Come talk to him. I'm like, I just want to disappear, but so I'm just joshing with you, Joan. Don't be mad at me. Um, And the last time I was here, I was walking around the campus, just looking at how Malvern had changed, how it continues to grow, and I had just a funny thought. It was more like a wish. I wish I could kind of talk to the school and ask it a question, and the question was, who or what would or where would I be without you? So I don't know. It's a kind of a humbling feeling. You never know, like where Toby and my brother Chris grew up. Um, Things can be tough, and you don't really, as a young person, you don't really understand the sacrifices that people make for you, or the chances you can get, or the chances you don't have. And with Malvern, it was a chance that totally changed my life. And again, as a young person, you don't see the real reason why you're young. But you have a chance when you get older to reflect and understand the type of things that people do for you. So, for me, even though I greatly appreciate the award, I think this award is for the people in my life more than me. Um, when I first came here to play, I had a connection with Coach Pellegrini. He taught me a lot of things. When I first played, he asked me a question when it was the beginning of our senior year actually, and he pulled me aside. We're just standing there talking and everything, and he's like, Derrick, let me ask you a question. He's like, why do you play? And I'm looking at him, I'm like, I'm not playing. When? What do you mean? But he corrected me, and it was one of the greatest lessons I've ever had, and that's what makes him such a great man. He pointed to my shirt. He was like, no, that's what you play for. He's like, you see the guys you're walking off the field with? That's what you play for. You play for your mom. You play for your teachers. That's what you do, and that's what you fight for. So, whatever we had games that we lost, like Doug will tell you, we had that the Downingtown game our junior year. Um, it was a close game. The Downingtown was a really good team. They had really great players. They went very far in state playoffs, but we were so close to beating them. And I just remembered all that stuff about fighting for your team, and it was a key play. It was like a fourth down play, and I just missed it. And I've never been so heartbroken. I was bawling. My dad had a pickup truck. I was like, I'm gonna lay in the back of the pickup truck while you drive. And I'm just sitting back there. I'm like, I can't believe I failed those guys, and I just hope my dad hits a speed bump the size of Mount Fiji. It just shoots me into the moon or something, because it's you have a connection with these guys. They become more than your classmates. They become your brothers. And for me, it changed from just trying to play and grind for my family, because now my family is grown. My family is not just the people that I share blood with. Is the people here that I work with every day, that I have class with every day, that we joke around in the cafeteria every day, and those guys mean just as much to me as my family. And as I said, this award is for them more than it is for me. Um, Coach Pellegrini, you're just in awe of all the lives he's touched. And I haven't met he was the greatest coach I've ever had. He taught me so much. He treated me like a man, and he got me on the right course when it came to being a better competitor, a better teammate, and a better man. I like to thank my parents. Uh, My mother, again, as you see when you get older, the stuff she did to make sure that, you know, we had a chance to make something of ourselves, and it's nothing I can do to repay her except do everything I can to make her proud of me. Um, I'm still learning, and hopefully, I get to come back here and see the next group of guys that come in next year. Uh, our 96 or 95 team was. I wish everybody had a chance to be out there with those guys. Like you never had to wonder where they were mentally. They were always ready to go. The greatest stat that I could quote from that year was every team we played, we beat every team by double digits. Every team. Those guys fought every day, every second, and again, I'm just humbled to be part of their group. Again, like I said, I'm still learning. My girlfriend Andrea can attest to that. So, I also want to thank my brother Chris. It's kind of funny to sit there and say, I'm like, oh, I know the greatest running back in Interact history. I used to fight when we were kids, and all, So, it's it's so many great players, and Toby Booker, who we've literally been together playing sports since our knee pads were on our ankles. Like we've known each other since we were 6, and just to sit there and be part of his journey is, you can't ask for more. I mean, I'm blessed, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. So I really appreciate you guys being out here, as the other honorees would say, and uh, you're what makes this stuff worth it, and we couldn't thank you enough. So thank you.